Hello, I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Yeah, I usually make a big production reviewing these Jurassic Park movies, but on their 7th film, of which only one of them is good, if they're not gonna care, I'm not gonna care. Jurassic Park has gone from one of the most impressive blockbusters of all time to one of the most successful non-event movies. I know what you're thinking, how can something be a non-event if it's successful? Dinosaurs. They figured out any garbage can be thrown at us, but as long as there's dinosaurs, there's an audience. They'll pay the money for the tickets, say, ooh, just like the toys I used to have, and never talk about them again. This is the 3rd new cast they're trying out in this franchise, and honestly, it's not worth the budget getting Scarlett Johansson or Chris Pratt, because our stupid lizard brains will see these no matter what. Now, I'm not saying that as a joke anymore. We accept these insulting scripts so many times, I really do think we're just reptiles watching reptiles. I wouldn't mind so much if these movies were fun, but aside from maybe 1 or 2 neat moments every film has, they go out of their way to focus on things we've either seen a million times, or hint could be cool and then abandon it for something lame that nobody asked for. I'm so sick of these movies repeating the same issues neither studios nor audiences want to learn from, so let's just get it over with. This is Jurassic something, interchangeable subtitle. The film opens with yet another island. You know, Nublar looked pretty big. Couldn't they just save their money and do all their stuff there?
I had no
Oh, shut up. Where the most advanced technology is handled by the dippest of shits.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't see the labs, but I assume we up the soporifics?
All right, movie, I'll bite. What creatively stupid ways that can result in a dinosaur eating someone. Great security. If somebody spit Pop Rocks into a Coke, will the whole island explode? No! Phil, you look hungry. You're always stressed when you're hungry. Try a Snickers. Candyman gets eaten up by Jurassic Rancor. Honestly, it's so dramatically slow, she probably could have just opened up the door to let him out. Then we cut to 17 years later, where climate and disease has taken its toll and people have become bored of dinosaurs. Okay, people go crazy if you see a horse on a road trip. 30 years of these giant miracles and people are saying ho-hum. You literally put out a shitty movie about them every few years and it makes like $1 billion. It's like writing your 7th best-selling book about how people are bored with reading. Your mere existence proves it wrong.
Miss Bennett, I presume?
Hello.
We're introduced to a covert ops expert named Zora Bennett, played by Scarlett Johansson, meeting up with a rep for pharmaceutical engineering named Martin Krebs, played by Rupert Friend.
We are going to a place where every government on the planet has outlawed travel.
Detroit? He says the blood of a few living dinosaurs could lead to a cure for heart disease. The last one was about locusts, so sure. But most of the dinosaurs have migrated near the equator where they're not expected to last long. They need a dinosaur expert, so they go to Henry Loomis, played by Jonathan Bailey.
The 3 dinosaurs they need, Titanosaurus, Mosasaurus, lives in the ocean and in the sky, Quetzalcoatlus.
Wonderful, you have side quests for the video game lined up. Now how about writing a movie?
Nobody cares about these animals anymore.
A drug that could prevent heart disease would be the biggest medical breakthrough in centuries.
It'd be worth billions, right?
Trillions.
Yeah, go where the real money is, not financial losses like dinosaurs brought back to life. I'm sorry, do you hear how stupid you sound right now? Also, do you think no one's gonna think of Halloween when they hear?
Dr. Loomis, can you be ready tomorrow?
I thought I was just advising.
In person.
Get your ass away from there.
Loomis is hesitant about suddenly being thrown into this mission, but he takes an Altoid.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's like the guy who wrote Crystal Skull wrote this. Yeah, before I cut David Koepp some slack, but the more I think about it, he's had only one great script, a few okay scripts. Yeah, I love Jurassic Park, but that's mainly the director, actors, and effects. And the rest are pretty awful. When you're one of Hollywood's most sought-after writers and your idea of natural dialogue is,
I hunch.
I'm gonna question your talent. Here's that music, please think that we're the first film. They pick up a mercenary named Duncan, played by Mahershala Ali, where we do the typical, I'll do it for more money routine. Yeah, typical and routine are 2 words you're gonna hear a lot describing this movie.
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
Doubled the number that you and I spoke about, and then I could take care of Duncan and his crew out of my end.
Fine, agreed.
All we need are some expendable appetizers. There they are, on we go.
This work, it breaks you eventually.
What do you think I'm doing down here?
I'll give the film credit where it's due. The performances are good. Johansson and Ali especially have good chemistry, as you truly do feel they've known each other for years and both have that 1,000-mile stare that, you know, means they've seen some shit.
I heard about Booker.
Training mission in Yemen? Car bomb. Out of nowhere.
Quick at least.
Not really.
Now, if only they had the actual know-how to back up those scenes. Like when Loomis says he's gonna take the shot to get the blood samples from the dinosaurs.
The boat rocking at 15 to 20 degrees. We got sweat running in your eyes and you're close enough to look that thing right in the teeth.
Please, be my guest.
Oh, really?
A few moments later.
While with the bumping and the hanging, and I don't like the giant eye looking at me!
I also give credit that director Gareth Edwards has his faults, but he knows how to shoot something like you're really there. And his first encounter getting the dino blood at sea is pretty fun. But Loomis remembers, hey, these sequels don't really have much to do about dinosaurs anymore, so why not make it about healthcare?
Well, what if we don't give them over to a company that makes a life-saving drug and then prices it so 99% of the planet can afford it? Science is for all of us, not some of us.
Ah yes, the cold-blooded murder of a CEO and Jurassic Park 7 are the biggest conversations we're ever gonna have about American health insurance.
Took a vow in summertime, now we find ourselves in late.
Who the hell are you people? Oh right, we have our stupid Jurassic quota all these sequels need to meet, so here's a random family out of nowhere injecting themselves a half hour into the film.
It's your watch.
I am so tired.
I'd probably conk out at the wheel.
There's Xavier, the lazy boyfriend who never helps out. Teresa, the daughter who loves him. Isabella, the cute little nothing just meant to be a cute little nothing. And Ruben, the father who is a really hard worker. Yeah, he's the only one I like. When a ship gets knocked over by a dinosaur, guess their family trip included forbidden waters. They send an SOS to Team Entree.
Declare new course. We're search and rescue now.
It's my charter.
Gee, can you guess what the next line is? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. It's my boat! Let me know if you need any. He's behind me, isn't he? They pick up the family and tell them they're on a secret mission, but something is bubbling in the water.
That's 2 signals.
So we already found it?
Again, can you guess the next line? 1, 2, 3. It found us! We also got a couple, well that just happened. They're of course attacked. Hey, don't let that take away from your M&Ms, Xavier. I'm gonna love this character. And they get their asses handed to them. When Teresa tries to call for help, Martin stops her and doesn't save her when she's conveniently tossed over. She's got my M&Ms! Our heroes get separated from the family. Hey, could you go back 20 minutes and keep them separated? And they crash on the island. Yeah, don't worry, even though by the second one they make it to a city, we're still keeping these things in the damn jungle most of the time. Exciting new environments are only for the trailer. Reheated leftover locations? That's what we specialize in. Here's a cost-effective way to kill someone. If only they went full cartoon and had the lady go behind the cargo and a dinosaur come out the other end. I mean, look more real than half the effects we've gotten in these sequels.
This island was a laboratory of sorts. Crossbreeding of species. The theme park owners were just responding to what the audience wanted.
They discovered the island was a testing ground for genetically altered dinosaurs to enhance tourism. But don't worry, in keeping with these sequels' MO, only one thing will be cool about this, and everything else will be generically boring. You can't just tease a two-headed dinosaur and not have me get mad when I don't get a two-headed dinosaur. Oh, did you forget every character's motivation because they're so well written? Here's a reminder.
You specialize in a subject nobody cares about anymore. You need this. I want the money. You want the money. Your company wants all the money.
Actually, I think she just broke character and explained why all the actors are there. Also, this is a nitpick, but how does this work?
What's our distance to target?
43 km.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait maintenant?
Just try not to die.
It's resting your eyes, huh?
J'arrive, je vais faire pipi, okay?
I know it's Star Wars logic, like one person speaks English and the other a different language and somehow they understand each other. But this isn't Star Wars. Hell, Star Wars is barely Star Wars, so tell me how this works! Meanwhile, with the family...
I have some weed.
That's going on. Meanwhile, with the troops...
I'm too smart to die.
You know, intelligence is massively overrated as an adaptive trait.
Well then, by God, this must be the best survival film ever made!
Dinosaurs, pretty dumb. Survived for 167 million years. Homo sapiens, 200,000 years. Look, we already have the capacity to annihilate ourselves.
Look, it's obvious you're trying to make another Ian Malcolm speech, which, honestly, if you break down certain arguments, they don't really work.
You didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, so you don't take any responsibility. This is some species that was obliterated by deforestation. Dinosaurs, nature selected them for extinction.
Are we not a part of nature? And I don't have knowledge how to build a phone, but I still use a phone. Regardless, some parts do have a point, but this sounds less like that and more like the crybabies from Fallen Kingdom.
Don't we rule the Earth? When the Earth gets tired of us, believe me, it will shake us off like a summer cold.
Actually, maybe it is more like Ian Malcolm. They both seem to think nature is Gaia from Captain Planet. But hell with that, we got toys to sell.
Oh, see, it's a plant eater.
Maybe if you ask nicely, you can be on It's Nick Jr. show.
Can you say parents' credit card number?
The only appearance of the raptors, a common threat in these movies, is them getting taken out by a pterodactyl while Xavier is taking a piss. I guess I should be mad, but it's such a troll move, I kind of respect it. Now, maybe make a Godzilla movie where we see Godzilla and we'll be balanced out. Our troops encounter the next dinosaurs they need a sample from, and you realize the only reason they need a sample from them is so they can play the doo-doo-doo music. But not only have we seen this moment literally 7 times, so the magic is gone, but these effects look pretty lame.
You don't see that every day.
Or ever.
Seriously, is that its leg or the one big pile of shit from the first film? And in case you forgot, you're watching The Truman Show, where everything is for sale.
I'm naming her Dolores. Can you say 5 easy payments?
Can I get some more licorice?
Do shut up. Because Ruben hurt his leg, Teresa goes to get a raft, but... Shh!
The motherfucking T-Rex is there.
And again, am I crazy or does Jabba from the special editions look better sometimes? Whereas before just a footstep would make the ground shake, now the T-Rex is Batman, disappearing without a sound.
So that's what that feels like.
And I don't know what it is, but something about water sequences really works in this movie. I'm not a fan of underwater levels, but this has some real suspense, reminding me a bit of the raft scene from the original book. It's the only moment where I actually kind of care for the family. They of course get away as back with the troops, they try to get the final sample from a pterodactyl egg.
It's fun, right? What is this place? Some kind of ancient temple?
She asking the audience or the writer, because either way it's never explained. Not surprisingly though, Mommy's very angry.
Pull me up! Hold on!
Quickly, we have to rescue the 3 of them, both of them! We gotta rescue the both of them! He'll be fine. Yeah, I think even Lara Croft would be like, I wouldn't survive that shit.
Hey! Oh my god, you made it!
The sun starts to go down and they make it to the landing site where an emergency helicopter is supposed to pick him up. Teresa reveals that Martin let her fall, but Martin denies it, and follow-up argument, he has a gun.
You wanted me to die.
She's lying.
If she's lying, then why do you have a gun?
Because she's hysterical.
She needs a few bullets to calm her down. But obviously, more dinosaurs find them.
Am I really that fat?
If you've seen the kitchen scene, you've seen this, but bad, and a helicopter arrives, but so do more dinos.
Caution, pedestrian ahead.
Alright, I do like the overly protective car warnings gives away their location. Yeah, car, I know there's another vehicle next to me. We're in the garage. And Martin gets eaten up.
Needs more straw man.
The oops all crazy Saurus gets the chopper though, and they hide in the tunnels. Isabella finally helps out, even though the Chihuahua Saurus never does. No, I meant it. It is literally just a toy. Duncan does the flare scene from the first film because that's all this movie knows how to do, and he sacrifices himself.
You have to go! Come on!
Hey, they're right. I do run better on Duncan.
They manage to escape, and honestly a pretty underwhelming climax, but it looks like Duncan survived. They decide to open source the blood so nobody can own the patent, and the cure belongs to the world.
We'll give it to everyone.
So cool! Heart disease isn't a thing in the Jurassic Park universe anymore. That justifies it being made! I guess as the bad sequels go, this is one of the better ones. The performances are good, and there's a few cool scenes, particularly in the water sections. But this film is still clearly bad. Half the characters are pointless, the dialogue's a joke, a good chunk of the effects are lame, they repeat every tire cliche from the other movies. And did they kidnap that thing from its mother? It's kinda messed up. Every time these films present a cool idea like dinosaurs going into the city or genetically altering them to look cooler, they never go far enough with it. Hell, they don't even do the bare minimum with it half the time. Why are all these movies so focused on not having fun or being imaginative and instead focusing on shit that nobody cares about? Well, I said it before and I'll say it again, we got a hard-on for these lizards, and it's definitely to a fault. If you want to stop greedy corporations exploiting people like this movie suggests, then perhaps I could give some simple advice. Stop seeing these movies. I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember it so you don't have to.
Can I get some more licorice?